Hello, guys, and welcome to the fourth part of Algerian football imperialism. Last time, Saura took a ton of territory here, taking out El Biad, and Constantine came back to winning. Adrar still has this giant bit of territory. And yeah, today we're going to take out another 20 teams. So, if you have not seen this before, you should go watch the first three episodes, but I'll do a quick explanation. So we have the map here, and the first thing we do is we take this wheel, we spin it, and we get Chlef. Then we come to the map, and we find Chlef. This is ASO Chlef. They are up here. Then we come back to here, we spin a wheel, or an arrow to see what direction they're going. They're going northeast, sorry. So from the center of the logo here, we can see that they're going to clip this bit of territory of this team, Owed Foda. Sorry, this is Fauda, not Foda. Then once we have the two teams, we come to my index here of all the teams. We find Fauda. We can see right here they have a rating of 59. So this goes into the home team in the calculator. Then we get ASO Chlef, which I think I just said is Chlef. There we go. They have a 72. So now I have the two scores. We need to give them a random number just to mix it up a bit. So, Fauda get an 11 for their random number, and Chlef get a 5. So now that calculation I've done, about 70% comes from the main score, 30 from the random score. Then we compare the final scores here, and we can see that it's going to be a win for Chlef. So now back in the map, we take Chlef, and they basically take over Fauda's territory, and they are out of the game. And then, this is a bad example because they actually don't get the upgrade. You can see in the rules that if the difference had been less than 10, then Chlef would have got a upgrade to their score. But because it's more than 10, they do not get the upgrade. This is just to keep the big teams, to stop them from getting bigger and bigger, just destroying the small teams. Next up, we're going to have CRB Tindouf. So over here, we can see this is Tindouf right in the corner here. They're going to be going southeast a little bit, and yeah, they're going to attack USM Tindouf. So USM Tindouf have a 60, and CRB Tindouf, which I do actually have to save the CRB, they have a 61, so it's going to be very close here. USM get a 27, that's a very good score, and CRB only get an 8, and so yeah, it is technically a punch-up, only by 1, but it is going to be a win for USM Tindouf. Alright, next up is going to be USF Constantine. So this is USF right here. They're going to be going southwest, and so yeah, they're going to attack CO Constantine, I believe, or CS Constantine, but they're the big Constantine. Yeah, this is CS Constantine, and they have a 74. And then USF Constantine have a 63. So CS Constantine get a perfect 30. And so I think, yeah, I mean we all knew that, but with that 30, that's going to be a quite comfortable win for CS Constantine over its Constantine rivals. All right, next up we're going to have USM Tindouf. We know where they are. Down here, they can only attack two teams, Saura or I believe this is Adrar. That is going to be down to Adrar to take this giant bit of territory down at the bottom. So Adrar have a 62, and newly upgraded USM Tindouf also have a 62. So it's all up to the random generator. Adrar get a 28, near perfect, and Tindouf get a 2. And so, despite punching up a bit, beating their other Tindouf rivals, they are going to lose to Adrar, and Adrar is going to take even more territory down here. Alright, next up we're going to have El Oued. Alright, this is El Oued here. They are going northwest, and so I think they're going to attack Ain Kersha right here. So Ain Kersha have a 58. And El Oued have a 60. It's going to be pretty close there. Kersha get a 24. And El Oued get a 23. And so, I think that's the closest one we've ever seen. By 0.3, sorry, 0.4, can't do maths. El Oued is going to triumph over Ain Kersha. Alright, 75 teams remain. Next up is going to be Tijanif. This is Tijanif right here. They're going northwest, still avoiding Tiaret, and they're going to be attacking this team, IRB-SBM. This is Sidi Mohammed Ben Ali. So Sidi Mohammed have a 64, and Tijanif has a 61. It's going to be close. Sidi Mohammed get a 16, and Tijanif get an 8. So, despite being the first team going, Tijanif, who've held on for quite long here for being in the third tier, they're going to lose to Sidi Mohammed. Alright, next up we're going to have, it's going to be Sidi Mohammed. They're now going to be the attacker. They are going to be attacking northwest, and so they are going to take on Tiaret to take a considerable amount of territory over here in the west. So Tiaret have a 69. They've picked up quite a few wins, and Sidi Mohammed, with an upgrade from last time, got a 65. Tiaret have a perfect 30. Looks like they're going to be staying in. We'll just do the random anyway. Sidi Mohammed get a 16, and despite just winning, they are now going to turn around and lose to Tiaret. Alright, next up we're going to have M.O. Bijaya. Here we go. This is Bijaya right here. They're going to be going pretty much directly south, and I think they're going to be attacking, I think because it's slightly pointing to the west, they're going to be attacking this team, Borj Khadir. So Borj Khadir have a 53, and Bijaya have a 70. Khadir get a 7, and Bijaya get a 19. And so yeah, it's going to be a comfortable win for Bijaya. Alright, next up we're going to have Ain Benian. Alright, this is Ain Benian, WBAB, which they're in Algiers, so it's this team, but also this spot right here. So they're going to be going south, and so yeah, that's going to be going out of Algiers, and so they are going to attack Cherchell. So Cherchell, who've already taken out one team in Algiers, have a 63, and Ain Benyan have a 59. So Benyan could win it. Cherchell get a 14, and Benyan get a 26. Oh my word, it's even closer than last time. By point one, the attackers Ain Benyan are going to take out Cherchell. Alright, next up we're going to have MC Alger. So MC Alger, probably the biggest team in Algeria. This is them. They have escaped Algiers. They do have this territory in Algiers. They took out LBR, I think. And so now they're out. They can attack Kabylie, another really strong team, or Olympique Akbou, also quite strong. But they're going to be going southwest. Yeah. Because they do have two one territory, but two logos. We are going to take this one, the one that's outside, and so I think they're actually going to attack this team right here. They're going to skirt the border of Olympique Akbou and attack this team in between them. This is Zawiya. So Zawiya have a 60, and MC Algier have an 80. If MC Algier go out here, crazy. A 28 for Zawiya and a 10 for MC Algier. It's actually going to be kind of close, but the favorites are going to win this. Alright, 70 teams left, halfway done for today. We're going to have Setif. This right here, this is Setif. They are going northwest a bit. So I think from the center, they're going to take this team MCEE. So this is El Yulma. El Yulma have a 57. And Setif have a 73. El Yulma get a 6. Don't think they can win this. Setif get a 1. Even with that, it's going to be a comfortable win for Ligue 1 side. Alright, next up we're going to have El Karma. This is El Karma up here. They're going to be going northeast. I think they're going to attack Tiaret. So Tiaret, with all them upgrades, have a 70. And El Karma have a 56. Probably Tiaret's gonna win this comfortably. They do get a 1. And then El Karma get a 15. So it could have been a larger gap, but Tiaret is going to fairly comfortably win this. Alright, next up we're going to have Beni Tamu. This is Beni Tamu here. They're going to be going southwest, so I think they're going to be attacking this. CBBS Beni Silmana, I think. Just checking yet, this is Beni Slimane, I think. So Beni Slimane have a 51, and Beni Tamu have a 55. Slimane get a 15, Tamu get a 20. So yeah, it's gonna be a win for Beni Tamu. Alright, next up we're going to have Hussein Day. Alright, we saw them last time. This is Hussein Day. They are here in Algiers. They're going to be going I think, yeah, they're going to be attacking Ain Benyan, I think. So, Ain Benyan have a 61, and Hussein Day have a 68. So, uh, I'll Benyan get a 22, and Hussein get an 18. And so, nice round numbers. It's going to be a win for Hussein Day. All right, next up, we're going to have ICS Tlemcen. So, this is ICM Tlemcen. We're going to be going south, slightly west. Yeah, they're going to attack USNBA. Just double checking, this is Bel Abbes. So Bel Abbes have a 60. And Tlemcen have a 54. So Bel Abbes get a 15. Tlemcen get a 5. And so Bel Abbes are going to convincingly win this. Right, next up, we're going to have Elise. Right, this right here is Elise. A drawer can take them out and take all this territory down there, or they could take a drawer out. You never know. So, a drawer have a 63, and Elise have a 55. So, a drawer get a 16, Elise get a 6. And so, yeah, quite comfortably, a drawer is going to expand its empire even more. Alright, so next up, we're going to have CS Constantine. Here they are up here. They're going to be going... I think that's exactly where I want them to go. Yeah, they're going to be attacking this team who they have surrounded. This is MO Constantine. So, MO Constantine have a 65. And CS Constantine have a 74. So MO could win this. They get a perfect 30. They might be able to do it. CS Constantine get an 8. And yeah, it's going to be really close by 1 point. But one of the favorites, I think, CS Constantine, a giant side, have been taken out by their lower league rivals MO Constantine. Alright, next up we're going to have Kauba. So this is Kauba right here. They're in Algiers. They're going to be going northwest. And so yeah, I think they're going to be attacking Paradou, which is my Algerian club that I support. But I've not given them any bias. I'm just throwing that out there. Do you want them to win though? Kauba have a, if I can find them, 70. Not bad. They're away. Paradou have a 72, so it is going to be close. Paradou get a 30. This looks kind of suspicious, but this is a completely random number generator. I'm telling you, it's completely random. And it's a 25 for Kauba. Completely forgot who they were. And so yeah, it is going to be close. That was a brush with death there. But Paradou are going to enter the game with a win over Kauba. Alright, next up is going to be Mo Bajaya again. So this is them. They are going southeast a bit, and so I think they're going to be taking this Bauga. Alright, so Bauga have a 55, and Bajaya have a 70. Balga get a 9. Vijaya get a 1. But they're just a lot better, so they are going to solidly win this matchup. Alright, for our last matchup today, we're going to have Zawiya El Abida, which is this team right here, surrounded by a couple of big teams. They're going northeast. Yeah, that's probably going to be a better one for them than Zawiya Rusat. That's El Ued. So El Ued have a 61, and Zawiya have a 57. So it is possible, especially with that. El Ued get a 2, and Zawiya, oh, but they only get an 8. Oh, it's gonna be really close if they just got like a bit more, they would have won. Maybe. Well, if they got a 30, they definitely would have won. But it is gonna be it's gonna be pretty close, and El Ued are going to hold on with that low roll to take out Zawiya. So with that, we end the 4th episode of Algerian football imperialism. Adrar has grown giant. El Ued have taken quite a lot of territory. Tiaret, same. Saura has been silent the entire episode. They haven't done anything. MC Algiers taken a bit, but I think the biggest thing today was MO Constantine beating CS Constantine, one of the biggest teams in Algeria. But yeah, if you want to see what happens next, stay tuned for episode 5.